tonight's video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And now we're gonna get into the story time. So basically, I had this job where I was delivering sandwiches. Like, I had my car, and it was for this company called Jimmy John's. And basically, like, I would go deliver sandwiches. It was only like 4-hour shifts, which I mean, like, I didn't mind, you know. And we'd get tips and stuff. It was a really cool job. It's the easiest job I've ever had. But my mom was like basically bitching at me, and she was like, "Hey, you need to get another job." And I was like, "What the? I already have a job. Why do I need to get another job?" Like, blah blah blah. So we're going back and forth, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be a stripper. And one of my coworkers at work, I was telling him this story and how my mom was up my ass and stuff. And he goes, "You should be a Budtender." And I'm like, "I'm not 21 yet. Like, I can't serve alcohol." He's like, "No, not a bartender, a Budtender." So I was like, what the fuck is a Budtender, you know? So basically, it's like if you go into, for people who don't know, like me, because clearly I don't smoke or anything. Ew, what the fuck? Because I don't smoke or anything. This is gonna bother me. I mean, I guess. Because I don't smoke or anything, I don't drink or anything, like, I was like new to this. So it's basically those girls who work in the dispensary, the medical clinics, you know, and you just sell weed. And I guess they hire like pretty girls and stuff. They're mostly looking for girls like who dress like more on the scandalous side and stuff. So I was like, okay, whatever. There's one right outside my pad. Sorry, my friend Crystal called. Okay, wait. Oh yeah, so there's one right outside my pad. There's actually two. There's one that used to be a racquetball place, and this other one right next to this liquor store. So I was like, all right, no problem, you know, like, let me just look bomb as fuck and apply. So I was thinking about that at night. But where this is during this shift, I get in a car accident. And I'm telling you, I have to deliver sandwiches. So sometimes we put them in a big ass box. And I put the drink in the box. Stupid of me, you know, I have cup holders for a reason. And my drink falls. And I'm making like a U-turn in like a business area. There's no other cars. I look down for 2 seconds. I pick up the drink. I'm like, oh fuck, like, let me pick that up. Next thing you know, I'm going into a fire extinguisher and a tree. And I don't have insurance, you know. My fucking tire pops. It's so bad. That's for a different video. But basically, I get in a car accident. By the grace of God, like, a guardian angel helps me out in that situation. But that's for another time. But basically, my car is fucked. I needed to get a new tire because I was just running on this spare. Like, it was just bad, you know? So this day, so it's my off day, let's just say, or like I don't have work later, and I'm running all these errands. So I had to go to the tire place. I got a free fucking tire because I was blessed and I was looking like kind of slutty, you know? I was gonna go audition to be a stripper and be apply to be a Budtender. So I wanted to look cute, you know, have some titty child, like, you know. So the guy gives me a free tire. He's like, "Here, like, you're beautiful, by the way, here's a free tire." I was like, oh, God, thanks. You know, like, bless. So then after I get my tire, I drive to the strip club. I looked it up on Yelp. It's called Taboo, and I look it up, and I'm like, okay, it has good reviews. Let me just drive there. And it's in the city of Anaheim, I think on Ball, if you guys are familiar with the area, like in Southern California by the Benihana's and like a Don Jose's. I walk up in there. I talk to the person who checks IDs. I'm like, hey, I'm just looking for a job. They're like, what position? And I was like, any. They're like, well, we don't have any waitressing positions right now, but you can be a dancer. And I was like, I've never danced, so I don't know how I could be a dancer, but you know what, fuck it, I'll try. I was like, so can I audition right now? And, okay, let me start over. So I get to the place, we're talking, I'm talking to the guy, he said I can be a dancer. I'm like, okay, no problem, like, yeah, for sure, I'll audition, but I've never danced before. And he goes, that's no problem, like, you have the look, you have everything. This, like, I'm telling y'all, that was just pretty scandalous this thing. Like, we're just gonna side note, like, I was looking like a straight up hoe, but I had like shit to do, like I had reasons for looking like that. So anyways, so where was I got distracted. Oh, he goes, so then he pulls like the boss, the owner of the club, and he goes, you need to go to the Anaheim Police Department and get your dancing license. And I'm like, okay, can I get that right now? And he's like, yeah, like just go. And I was like, all right, I'll come straight back. Once I get my license, we'll audition. He's like, for sure, I'm giving you a job. I love your energy, like blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yes, you know. So basically, I drive down to the police department. It was only like, let's say 10 minutes, maybe less away. And I'm waiting, and you like how to sign in and shit. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of finance daddies there. Like, they were doing their recruitment, so they're getting all the people who wanted to be officers and stuff. But then they called me, and I'm like, hey, I need to get fingerprinted. Like, I'm trying to get my dancer's license. They're like, oh, well, we don't fingerprint on weekends, and you have to make an appointment. I'm like, what? I was like, so when's the closest appointment? And I want to say this is end of June. The first available appointment was July 10th. And I'm like, got me fucked up. I was so pissed. I was like, I really just need this. I just want to dance, you know. And I'm like fucking being such a bitch to the officer, because like I had everything planned out. I was gonna be a dancer. Like, I was gonna make my money right now. Like, everything was good. So basically, I made my stupid ass appointment for July 10th. And then I was just driving back, and I stopped at this other strip club to see what was good. And it was called Flamingo Showgirls. This one is also in Anaheim. They're like really close to each other, like maybe 5 minute distance, you know, like super close. So I walk up in there, and I'm like, hey, I want a job here. I want to audition. They're like, have you ever danced before? And I was like, no. They're like, all right, well, blah, blah, blah. So they take me into the club. And I've never been into a strip club before. Like, it was like really new to me. I'm like, oh my god, like, what is this, you know? So, fuck, I forgot what I was saying. Okay, so there's like pools, lights, it's really dark. No one's in there. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. Like, I came hella early. I had a lot of shit to do, and then I worked at I don't want to say 4. I had to work at 4, and I was doing all this stuff. So I go. Oh, I forgot to mention, I walked into the dispensary before I even went to the strip club, before I even did my tire. Like, I walk up in the dispensary. I'm like, hey, I'm looking for a job. Like, how do I apply? They're like, email your resume, a picture of yourself, your ID, to the email. I'm not going to say this name of this place, because I don't know if I could get sued for it, because I don't know if I'm working there, if I just got fired. But, oh shit, spoiler alert. So basically, back to where I was in the strip club. This bitch swears like I have money. Sorry, I'm getting messages. I'm in the strip club. They're like, okay. And this really nice lady talks to me. Honestly, I love this strip club. Like, I highly recommend. They have some pretty good dancers. The people there are so fucking nice. Like, I'm telling you. So, I got introduced to the DJ. The lady, the manager, I want to say. The manager. She's been there. I think her name was... I forgot her stripper name, but, like, she's really nice. She's really petite and skinny. She's blonde. She was, like, in this little pink cheerleading outfit. It was really cute. And then there's me, and she was like, have you came up with a name? And I was like, no, I don't have a name. Like, I don't have a name. Like, can you guys just give me a name? Like, fuck it. And the club owner, the one who, like, initially put me inside, he was like, we're going to call you Spice. And I was like, all right, fuck it. So then they're like, okay, here's what, we're going to have you audition. So do you have heels? Blah, blah, blah. And I had clothes in my car. I had these baby fucking heels, like maybe an inch. I can't really walk in heels. I never really wear heels. I'm the type to prefer to be barefoot in sandals and stuff. Like, I'm never in Instagram baddie shit, you know? Like, I wish I could, but like, homegirl could not walk in that. And then people always make fun of me. Even in my 1-inch heels, people make they make fun of me, okay? So like, I was like, oh, I have heels, like, she was like, those are fine, you know, we're just gonna, and I was wearing like this bodysuit, And it was a cute, like you can wear it as a baby too, or like lingerie. It was a cute little black, like there was little diamonds here. I'll probably wear it in another video if I continue to make YouTube videos. But anyways, I'm wearing this bodysuit, and I'm like, oh, I'll just wear this, you know. And I'm wearing my little pink fucking 1-inch heels, and they're not like a hot pink. They're like a baby pink, you know. They were like cheap too. I think I got them TJ Maxx. Anyways, so I go, and surprisingly, the floor is really easy to walk on. And so I go on the stage. He's like, the DJ's like, what type of music do you like? I was like, I don't know, like I'm really shy, you know. So I'm like, I don't know, just put whatever. He puts like these 2 songs that I've never heard. And for your audition, you need to dance to 2 songs. It's an 18 and up club, so it's fully nude. So one song you have your clothes on. The second song you're fully nude. All right, listen. I am not a skinny little mini, alright? So I'm not huge either, but I have like insecurities about my body. So I was like, you know, like I was like, no. But no one was there. Finally, like one customer came in when I was auditioning, but it was like this old guy. And then all the other strippers, they went to go like sit with him and like give him lap dances and stuff. You know, collect their coins. So I'm doing my dance, and I don't know how to fucking dance. I don't know why I thought it would be fucking easy to be a stripper. It's kind of hard. So I'm just like twerking. I'm like going up and down on the poles. You know, I'm like finessing it. It's not the best audition, but it was good enough for me to get hired. And when I was like fully nude, I was like, oh, thank God I shaved today. You know, like whatever. So I get off the stage. And she's like, listen, I just want to let you know that you're like hired, like you're welcome to come back anytime. If you want to like go talk to like any of our customers, you give them, and she just gave me the rundown of the club. And I was like, all right. But I checked my email as I'm watching another dancer perform, and like, bitch, she gave me a run for my fucking money, alright? She knew how to dance, but like, she's been a stripper, you know? Like, I was just a newbie. I was just like trying to see my options. I feel really bad because I haven't gone back because of my car. But basically, I was checking my email, and I saw I had an email from the dispensary. And they'll be back there like, can you come in for an interview? And around this time, it's like 2:30, like, so by the time I get there, it's around 3, and I have work at 4, or like 2:50. Let's just say 2:50. And I have work at 4, and I'm like, fuck, dude, like, hopefully I can interview before I go to work, you know. So I go and I'm like, hey, I'm here for an interview. They're like, okay, just wait. I was in that okay, and they don't have air conditioning or anything. I was in that fucking waiting room for like an hour and a half. I had a call off work saying that my tire was all fucked up or whatever. Like I couldn't work today. I had to call out. So I finally get my interview. It was like 2 minutes long. They're like, hey, like, why do you want to work here? Blah, blah. I was like, oh, they're like, do you smoke? You can't smoke on shift. I was like, no, I don't smoke. They're like, all right, we'll come back at 7 for your trial. It's an unpaid trial. You just like shadow somebody. It's like a test run to see how you do in the company. I was like, okay. So I came back at 7, and I'm wearing like a skanky little dress. And yeah, I do my trial. I'm this girl with like, she's like the prettiest girl ever. Like honestly, everyone there is so freaking beautiful. I was like, I did my trial with her. She was really nice, and she's really down to earth, and it was really cool. So I did my trial. I liked it. It seemed like a chill environment. So I ended up putting in my 2 weeks at Jimmy John's, and I started working at this dispensary. Things are good, you know. I'm working long shifts. I don't mind. I went from 4-hour shifts to maybe like 12 to 14-hour shifts, you know. On like half days you work 8 hours, you know. So like I was working a big difference. I was never home. When I was home, I was asleep because my hours would be like, let's say 2 p.m. to like 4 a.m. 5 p.m. to 4 a.m. 3 a.m. you know. Like I'm working like all night shifts, and then I like to sleep personally, so I'm just like asleep most of the day till I have work. And yeah, but that's how I got hired as a stripper and a budtender. But let me tell you this. So the next day I go to Jimmy John's and I put in my 2 weeks or whatever. My car fucking overheats on the freeway going to work, and I'm like, oh my god. So I try to sell my car on Craigslist. This guy comes and he's like, I hear someone coming. Anyways, this guy's like, hey, and I don't have my pink slip. And I didn't know you needed a pink slip. I'm really bad. Anyway, and he's like, oh, I have a duplicate one in my office to buy it. But it's in Irvine and I'm in Orange. Just to let you guys know, those are like cities if you're not from California. So Orange, so I was in Old Town, Orange, like bordering Santa Ana, bordering Santa Ana. And he lives in Irvine. His work was in Irvine. He had the duplicate in Irvine. That's like a good like 20-something minute drive. Like Irvine's more close to Newport Beach and stuff, and Orange is more close to like Anaheim. So it's a good distance. And I'm driving on the fucking freeway. Like he already tested he liked the car. I had a good price for it. Like I was like, okay, I'm gonna sell my car, buy a new car tomorrow. Bam, had a plan. My car fucking overheats on the freeway. I'm praying to God. I'm praying to fucking God. Homeboy does not see my car, even though I'm like behind him, like overheating on the freeway. And I'm telling you, it's like a good 20-something minute drive. So we're like on the freeway and I'm like driving. I'm like, everyone's like not getting by my car, you know. He finally pulls over. We're in Irvine at this point. I kind of know where we are because my mom used to work over here. He pulls over into a gas station. He's like, listen, I'm not interested in the vehicle. Like, it has a lot of problems. But here's a gas station. Like, you need to put water in your car. I'm like, you couldn't have pulled over as soon as you saw my fucking car. You made me drive to fucking Irvine from where we are. Like, I was pissed, dude. Like, I was just like, okay, thanks. So I called my work and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm stranded. Like, I'm not buying the car. I'm gonna come back because I left all my credit cards and shit at my job. So I had to drive back to work. My car breaks down in Tustin. And that's kind of in between like Irvine and like my work. Like Tustin's like an in-between city. I make it to Tustin. I'm like, okay, like I don't think my car's gonna last at Orange. And my grandparents live in Tustin. So I was like, okay, let me see if I'll make it to their house. My car just shuts off. So at this point I'm carless. Like I don't have a car, so I can't go to the strip club. Thank God that I can walk to the dispensary and it's like 2 minutes from my house. So that was a blessing in itself. So I started working there. I loved it up until recently because I called off because I was really sick and I couldn't get up without almost fainting. They said if I don't bring a doctor's note, I'm probably fired. They kicked me out the group chat. Like, I brought a doctor's note in yesterday, like at 5 p.m. And I still haven't heard anything from them. So I think I'm fired, but whatever. Life's good. I just want my money, you know. They better not scam me out my motherfucking money. But yeah, I'm gonna miss working there. I was just starting to get close to a lot of the employees there. And honestly, it's a really fun job. Just know you're always gonna smell like weed, and you're gonna have like a weird sleeping schedule, you know. So anyways, this has been an episode of my hot mess life. This is how I became a stripper, a Budtender in the matter of a day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And I like forgot to mention, I posted on my Snap that I became a stripper. When I tell you I got the utmost support from like my friends, my old coworkers, like they were so supportive of me, and I'm like, oh my God, thanks, you know. But I'm not a stripper anymore because I look really crazy because of the fact that I chose the job at the dispensary. Like I was like, and I didn't have a way to be a stripper, like, so I just gave that up. But I did get hired. I just haven't gone back since my audition. So